Hello, babe. Welcome to the episode of Bioshock Infinite. So anyways, my FPS may be a bit lower count-wise, but yet again, this game probably doesn't just that high anyway. Be max.
Saying that you?
Who the hell are you? Won't steal my lead!
Oof. Guys. Why are they all wearing baseball clothing? This is not Fallout 4.
No refund, no return.
This we made. And where we end today right now.
Honey pie? You got a friend over? Come back!
Earwax, that stuff's golden. Gums up the works. I can't meet you as slave. Come! Let's test your metal! Never respected that!
Wow.
When can I see you again?
Okay. Let's just get that. Alright, I did check the figure. Really, I can't search this inventory now.
Did you hear that?
Come here, baby! I ain't sore!
Cry like a baby. What have you got to do with it?
Something more of it.
Problem. Big Daddy will not imprint on the little brats. Yet Fink succeeded in imprinting his disgusting bird on his subject. How has Fink, this stupid man, succeeded where Suchong failed? If Suchong could obtain hair sample of Fink's subject, Suchong could determine delta of genetic material with the sister. Proof is in DNA pudding.
How we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. That should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
Columbia.
Booker. Look. We're on the First Lady.
It's the first day of that, huh?
It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia? Nothing but trouble that way. Best to head straight back to Rapture.
There.
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear!
Power for device, very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a want something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid! Think has a secret lab. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then, everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
It's no seasoning anymore.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't,
How do you know that?
because we didn't.
Never happened. Yes. Oh. Sure, that was there before.
Taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave a woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
like, can I do it? I like it. Bird. So much innocent brothers, just like.
Here I come! Gun her down!
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence. I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for... peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay to hand?
Think.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No, there's a slot for some kind of key for manual winding. We just gotta find that.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work. We've got the clock key.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us. Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
It's better than just drinking it.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. But for the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we are all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
Idiot his lock of hair.
Listen, I got you your gun. I'm here for my ass.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just competition there.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Where did she go?
texting while it's doing this. I'm just texting all Happy today, here, Christian. But who is mine?
Who's there? Come back here. Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody, fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up. Here I come.
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about, but I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
Yeah, they're like this, but you basically give a lot of people the same thing on that. I guess it's only one person. So, like, Bioshock, better.
What's going on? Can I find you?
So armor enemies are not gonna be. I have to stun them. Instead, like Booker Direct, no. To have the ability for that. How's armor?
Who's out there? Don't think you can hide from me. Gonna hunt. What? You can't hide forever.
Hey. I'm gonna hide as long as I can.
Here I come!
I guess it's alright.
Who's out there? Don't think you can hide from me.
Yeah, you have to get the ball out of here one way or another.
I'll find her.
You can't hide!
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Yes. I don't know what to know about that. I should be looking for the answers for this. Okay, so let's see. Trying to look for the let's see here. Okay. Third one. 8371. No.
Can't stop me this time.
847.
Something's going on.
Sure, man.
Don't think you can hide from me.
I never said I would.
Who done this? Someone about?
Somebody hiding! I'll find her.
Still breathing. Who did this? Who done this? Someone kill your own tracer!
I hope this one is. I don't have anything here to stop this one. Somehow I broke her away. I can't change how the game works. So I want to go over there. I'm done. What's the purpose of this? Look at it.
No surrender! There's no...
Survive this?
No escape, pig!
Hey, huh?
This wasn't it. Who's there?
Not me. Yes, I don't know where I'm going.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses.
They weren't.
Cross-reality collaboration.
They weren't, let's be honest. Just French. Is that not how it was?
It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Okay, I should stop texting while
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem you solved.
There's no one.
What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls?
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector. These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so he left them to die.
Could have just...
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young, I always remember him just being there.
What's that?
It must be a prototype or something.
Is it a human?
Does it matter?
Oh, yeah. Of course I know there's something over here. Oh, it is. They're upstairs.
Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. My God. Oh, I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me,
So close
Comstock,
to
you,
very
Sally.
fish.
It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round.
Alright, it's so close to fish, to word fish.
Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Su Chong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open! See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out!
I heard you.
What? You gonna answer for this, girl? Kill her! Dang! You can't hide, fam!
I really close to the head.
Never stop fighting!
Long live Daisy!
I'll kill you myself!
Find her! Where did she go?
Well done.
Who died here?
Oh. I'll say something really interesting. So still hear it. How that. Breathing. There's still breathing of some sort. I think it's a cool process. It's not only air that's flowing though.
It has occurred to me that this breakthrough regarding the songbird casts my arrangement with the Oriental Doctor in a new light. What more could be gained by this continued partnership? What secrets that I could not answer for myself? Su Chong can only offer table scraps. Jeremiah Fink has richer meat in mind.
So,
You, come out of there!
first. So there's just a flood there.
What you got there? Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there. Who's that?
I missed.
Since when did you become Lord and Master?
Find her!
Used to do for the man. And now at least I do for myself.
Let the others worry about it.
He goes for him.
Here I come!
Slugs.
Chasing my own shadow.
So it's right there. Okay. But you know. Just think of it. It's worth. To escape them. Something down there. So I need to get the password thing open. So. It's supposed to make it back. Initially recover some E for... Okay. Alright, that's it earlier. Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy one.
I appreciate a lady who appreciates value.
I missed this.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
No, I'll take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Just as coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Change. That's what the people need. But sometimes I feel all I have to offer them is blood and fire.
Pretty lady has the hair?
I can't forget them. I was Columbia's victim, and victimhood begets shame. Oh, what element of human experience is more corrosive than shame? I'm rotted from the inside out. What do I have to offer this revolution except my own dark motivations? When all is said and done, what's more important to me? The people I want to save? Or those I want to murder in their beds?
Bring it to Suchong.
Good.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong! Suchong, we had a deal, now open...
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Yi Chong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity, he'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements, and Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
What's going on?
I know you might see her. Ryan said to kill you or don't come back.
Time's up, you goddamn twist!
Guys, can take a bullet to the head. Guys.
Dead! Just don't know it yet. Don't walk away now.
Stupid jerk. About got it.
even see me coming.
Where is she? Lady, you're working my last nerve. Do you know how much trouble you caused me? Not in the mood for this hide and seek.
Wow.
Now you're in the soup.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on the Lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
Won't steal my lead! Audacity! What is gonna happen? You push Ryan and get off scot-free! Hands dirty. That's it! There she is! Got you now! We're not finished!
There's around there.
There's supposed to be a brunette. Anyone seen her? The rest of Atlas's crew are barricaded up that elevator shaft.
Louie. Hey, if you don't get down here soon, there's not gonna be an ounce of booze or a piece of ass for the taking. Sometimes I think you've taken this whole Robin Hood business a bit too much to heart. Fontaine's got us out there ladling soup for the purpose of building an army. Not to share the milk of human kindness. You keep up this kind of behavior, I'm gonna start thinking there's more red in you than Karl Marx. What? The hell? Splicers. What's in it? Horwitz! Tell Fontaine the perimeter's compromised!
Jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
Show yourself!
Better you than me, pal. I'm not taking the next bullet.
Had any principles, you wouldn't be skulking around.
Life's too short. How was that? Don't think you can hide.
Sign off? Now skid off my nose.
I'm not taking the next bullet.
Can't keep running forever.
Don't make me hunt you down like an animal.
Make sure you're looking.
Lady, you're working my last nerve.
Whatever you're here for, sister, you won't get anywhere hiding.
Got you now!
Sure. Sure, you weren't affected by that.
Your number's up.
Right. Right.
At the spot.
I'll do that. Is everyone in the room? This room, I think. So, almost out of ammo.
You judge a man by his enemies. It doesn't amount to mash.
Say that.
At the bottom of the ocean. They thought it was a wise idea crossing here.
It's all here.
Shame to put talent like
Let's go over there.
Not sure which one of these jerks thought it was a good play getting in the ring with Ryan.
Fontaine was real good for the fisheries. I
Silence!
So, way up there.
Feel your cravings. There gets up.
Not sure which one of these jerks thought it was a good play getting in the ring with Ryan.
Fontaine smugglers put up a good fight at the fisheries. Not expecting more from this lot.
Let's just say we're not here. Who are you supposed to be? Get out here where I can see you.
Hide? That's how it's gonna be?
Bitch.
Your number's up. I've got you cold.
Nothing personal, sweetheart. Just business.
Dude. Had to be there. Transport to die. Sorry. It's true.
Sushong, I'm gonna make this clear as can be, so we don't have any miscommunication.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're cracking open. My memories of the future and somewhere I'm going to go.
You sure it's your future you're looking at?
If not mine, then whose?
Sushong, I'm gonna make this clear as can be, so we don't have any miscommunications. Where the hell is the ace? Oh, you think you can stiff Frank Fontaine? I paid good money for state-of-the-art weaponry. I ain't losing this war just because you found yourself a higher bidder. I can promise you, I ain't never been one to lose with dignity.
I never thought anyone would be able to bring all these degenerate splice heads into line. I gotta hand it to Atlas. After Ryan locked us up in this pit, I thought that was it. Just a long, final dive into the abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture. When a person's got nothing, hope's about the kindest thing you can give her. Or the cruelest.
Elizabeth, you know Atlas is going to...
I know. And I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I sent myself here for a reason. Didn't I?
And who exactly are you speaking to, Miss Comstock? If I were less acquainted with the vicissitudes of genius, I suspect I would question your sanity. I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you. You know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire. A vain attempt to save his cat.
There. All the load-bearing columns come into this room and they meet there. I just need to place the particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise. Here goes nothing. Working! Atlas, you feel that? You have your prison break. Now Give me the girl. She means nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl means nothing. But you, love, you mean the world.
No cause for alarm. She's well sedated. So, it's begun.
The Kashmir's all blown to hell. If Ryan didn't know we were back before, I'm sure now he's got the message.
What do you want with this one?
If anybody's got the line on the ace, it's her. Find out what she knows. But no quackery. She's no good to us with a halo and a set of wings.
I get started as soon as the claw form wears off. Don't see her as too tough a nut. Where's the ace in the hole?
What? What?
Where's the ace in the hole?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we had a deal.
Where is the ace in the hole?
I told you.
Sodium thiopental. Are you familiar? No? Truth serum. Unpredictable stuff. Too little, nothing.
I have
Too
nothing
much.
to tell
The
you.
subject
I don't
is
even know what an ace in the hole is. Ah!
I am still playing with the dosage.
This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made, and men who make it.
We're all kind of scared about the conflict, but only a fool counts out the right-thinking folks of General Ryan's rapture. And with this stuff has been pushed out of point 3 bits. They're on the run in Fort Neptune. And it's one thing starting a war Atlas.
Folks say it's only a matter of time till Atlas's entire mob comes out waving the white flag.
2 weeks.
What?
You've been down 2 weeks, love. Feckin' doctors. Better off hiring 1,000,000 monkeys.
Our deal was to get you out of prison. What, did you expect me to win your war for you too?
I'd tend to your own knitting if I were you. Now, darling, being that you were Su Chong's lab assistant and all, why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this. He's a bit of a lunatic, but a fine surgeon. He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy. Take hold of her, lads.
You're wasting your
Now,
time.
if you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes next. Here we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick across your eyeball, still now, and resting it on your skull. There's about a bit over 1/4 of an inch of bone between the pick and your prefrontal lobe. And that's where this little fella comes in.
I don't...
It was just a wee tap. But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat. And then we might find you a bit less the mule. Where's me ace in the hole?
I don't know.
You know what else rests in the lobe? Creativity. Individuality. Personality. In short, what makes you, you. I'm just about through now. Last chance, pet. Where is the ace in the hole?
Or what? What, you'll put a hole in my head and take away my memories? You want to make me forget all this? You want to make me not care anymore? Go ahead. You'll be doing me a favor.
Ah! Bring in the monster! You're a regular hero, ain't you? Can't risk ripping the only part of you that's worth a damn. Well, there's more than one way to fry an egg. Now, little one, are you familiar with the term transorbital lobotomy?
Please let her
It's
go.
a simple matter. All I need to is insert this pick into your arm.
Please, I don't know
And there's
anything.
a few taps with me.
I don't know anything.
Better to show by example.
Please, please don't. I don't know anything. I don't know. Please.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know. Where are we?
You saw all the doors. And what's behind all the doors.
The ace in the hole. It's here.
Yes.
But I don't remember this place.
You've never been here.
Then how would it?
The memories you lost, they weren't just of the past. You saw behind all the doors.
Even the ones into the future. This is where I'm going.
If you want.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace. Then why am I here? How if I was so smart? If I saw so much, why just send myself to the slaughter?
For Sally.
No, one day he will just rip her open and tear out her atom. All of this for nothing. Why did I do it? Why?
You have to decide.
Decide what?
To take a leap of faith. I can't tell you what you were thinking because you don't remember. But you chose to...
Somehow we're mysteriously...
There. In that room.
Oh, somehow we're mysteriously in a little bit higher or whatever that place
What
was.
to do, Booker? Booker? Booker! No, please! Please just don't leave me here! Booker! Suchong's clinic! It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace, I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon. Bag her and bring her to my bathysphere. One of the lads will show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord hates a laggard.
There you go, now we're in the right place. Never mind. I'm doing this just for the sake of it. jungle is just here. Creating a solution not found in genetics. Prototype stage 1.
Too.
Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't. I don't know how to help you. I don't. No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some, I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something? Right. Look who I'm asking. Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
I do.
If stupid beasts had half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no Big Daddy.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster sick. Big monster
It's okay. It's okay, please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to do.
Going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
Your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Sushon.
Break her neck for me.
This is a auto file.
Break that sweet puppy's neck. No, please. Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly? No. No. Very good.
Clinical trial. Protector system. Plug modulus 255.
Dr. Suchong, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bond is just another forming. Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit! What? What are you doing? Get back! Get it back!
See, this is something we read too. Something we already knew, though. You didn't know this shit.
There's the ace. This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
Really? That's not how this thing had happened before. No? Atlas already knew it. Fontaine already knew it. It's there after all. Well, how convenient. You could have just went up there to get it, bitch.
Hey, sister. Over here. Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. Now, we both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist.
We already know Jack hijacked the plane. Ready. We don't need to know. We don't need an actual full-on.
What is this?
Thing about it.
It's just a bunch of gibberish.
We already knew this.
What does this say, you little whore? Hey! What does this say?
Would you kindly?
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane and Rapture's ours. Yeah!
This game doesn't add to anything. We already knew. It just makes it like an excuse. Oh, that's Rosie, never mind.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
They say to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are the savior.
I can see all the doors. doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
We already know what his face looks like.
Dans ses bras, elle me parle tout bas. Je vois la Biosa. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
Dans mon cœur, une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois,
I don't give a shit about this game. Okay. Anyways, that'll be it. So I'll see you next time. Good day and goodbye, bitch. Shit.